Hello, I hope that you're doing well today. Let's get started with day 17. The good thing is it's very similar to yesterday's work. So if you understood yesterday's work, you should be fine for today. So let's get started. I'm going to do an example to help you out. So we are given two graphs in this problem, and they're asking us to write an equation in standard form, vertex form, and factored form, and we need to check our work using technology. So let's get started. Yesterday we didn't talk a lot, we didn't talk any about standard form. So let's get started with vertex form since that's what we're comfortable with. So the three things that we need to find are A, H, and K. And the easiest two things to find is H and K because it's this point right here, the vertex. And they tell me it is 3.5 and negative 2.25. So that's the H and that's the K. So now we need to find A, okay? So if A is 1, then it's going to follow our pattern that we've been learning. We start at the vertex and we go over 1, up 1. Then back to the vertex and we go over 2, up 4. If it follows that pattern, then A is 1. So let's check it. We just have to be very careful since we're starting at a decimal place. It's going to be we need to be very careful when we're counting, okay? So I'm going to go over 1. So it looks like it's right there. And then does it go up 1? Yes. Go over 1 and up 1? Yes. Now we have to go over 2 and up 4. So let's go over 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It works. Over 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my finger. So A is 1. So now we have our A, H, and K, and we're ready to write our equation. So we start with y equals, A was 1, and then we write x. And remember for H, we write them opposite. If we have a positive, we write minus. So minus 3.5, square that, and then it's plus K. In this case, it's going to be minus 2.25 since K is negative. So we're done with vertex form. So let's talk about factored form. Let me erase this stuff here. So for factored form, we look at the x-intercepts where the graph crosses the x-axis. So it crosses here and here at 2 and at 5. So we always need two sets of parentheses. So let's start y equals. We're going to put x, x. And in this part, it's also going to be the opposite. If you see, we have positive 2. So we're going to write minus 2. We also have positive 5, so we're going to write minus 5. And our GCF in this problem is equal to A, because A is just 1. So we're going to put 1 right here. That's not always the case, but in this problem, since A is 1, the GCF is also 1. Okay, so let's talk about standard form. The good news, you already know how to do this. So I'm just going to review really quickly how to do this. Let me put some workspace here. So we need to multiply our factor form out. You can also use vertex form, but I think a lot of you are more comfortable since you already know how to do this. Once I show you, you're going to be like, yeah, I remember that. So there are two ways. We can use the box method or FOIL. So I'm going to use the box because a lot of you like the box. So I'm going to put x minus 2 on one side and then x minus 5, and we're going to multiply it out. So we have x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. And then we always add the two diagonals here because they're like terms. So we get x squared -5 plus -2 is -7x. And then we have +10. And don't forget the y equals. And since a is 1, if I multiply 1 by x squared and -7x and 10, it's the same thing. So we can skip that step. But if a wasn't 1, then we would have to multiply each term by 1. Okay? So let's talk about FOIL. Let me erase this. So when we have FOIL, and it's FOIL, we do first times first, so we get x squared. Outer times outer, we get -5x. Inner times inner, we get -2x. And last times last, -2 times -5 is +10. Then we have to combine like terms. These two in the middle, we get -7x plus 10. And we have an a. I'm just gonna talk about this really quick because I wanna make sure you understand this. We would have to distribute the a here, here, and here. But since a is 1, it doesn't change anything. You get the same thing. And that's what I got up here. So we need to check our work. So I'm gonna use Desmos. I'm using Desmos probably every day. So it's so helpful. So I'm gonna put in my 3 equations. So I got x squared minus 7x plus 10. And then for this one, I got 1 x minus 3.5 squared minus 225. And I'm already seeing that these are the same, these two equations. And then the last one, I had 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 5. And voila, they're the same. So that means I did this correctly. It's very helpful to check your work, okay? I hope this video helps you. If you have any more questions, email your math teacher and we're here to help you, okay? Have a good day and hope to see you soon.